Hi, my name's Tim Richardson of BAITBIGFISH.com. I've had a question about making liquid food base mixes for pastes and boilies, and specifically about CC Moore Feed Stim XP. And I don't know if it's because they're having difficulties sourcing it in Europe or what. But yeah, I was a consultant for CC Moore. I've been out of fishing for a little while. I'm sure a lot of people have with COVID and so on. Just getting back into doing videos now, and so I'll show you my take on it. And it's basically a very salty, yeasty, highly nutritional, highly successful liquid additive. Let's see what my take on it is. So what we've got here is extra age Marmite. So we've got autolyzed yeast here, and I've got a jar here with 500 mils of warm water. What I've done is I've added 3 tablespoons of autolyzed yeast to it, and additionally I've added 2 tablespoons of molasses too. So what we've got here are a load of free amino acids and minerals, so they're enhancing each other. And I've also added a tablespoon of Himalayan salt. So I've got a couple of elements here. This particular brand is made up of 4 different cereals, and that's barley, wheat, oat and rye. So they're contributing the aminos and the other nutrients in this liquid food. But there are other things that I'm adding. Additionally, I'm using CC Moore amino acid blend. So this is soluble in a range of temperatures. So at least some are going to be semi-soluble, at least down into the winter temperatures, water temperatures. Highly effective, very well proven. Use this kind of these kind of blends for years and years. So what we're doing is fortifying the yeast with salts and mineralized salts and additional free-form amino acids. If this was a summer blend, then you could go for a bouillon, vegetable bouillons as well. This particular one contains 3 different fats, so I wouldn't recommend that for winter. It would make your bait more insoluble, which is not what we want. And also, what I'm doing, summer or winter, what I'm doing, I'm adding about 2.5 teaspoons of a strong coffee, instant coffee. That's for the caffeine content. So I really believe in that aspect of bait. The alkaloids are very important in my mind, in my experience, for sure. Additionally, because that has a bitter edge to it, what I'm doing, I'm sweetening everything with this. This is a natural sweetener to leaf extract called stevia. So this is a teaspoon of stevia, and many times sweeter than sucrose sugar. And this is the close-up of the free amino acid blend for CC Moore. See how close we can get with it, focusing if possible. So there we go. It's just a fine powder with it's highly aromatic, highly soluble. Bosh, there we go. It's your choice. You can also add cocoa powder, so you add a bit of theobromine alongside the caffeine. So I think there's about 4 times less theobromine in cocoa powder, but it's 4 times stronger than caffeine in my research. So that's something which is worth considering. I've done very well on cocoa baits over the years. Additionally, is one more thing that I'm going to add in this blend, and that is I have a base mix here, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of this, The only reason I'm adding that really is because it has a combination of soluble proteins. It gives it more palatability, and there are live yeasts in there. And if you don't have any live yeasts, I used to make the mistake of thinking that Marmite was live because of the way it affects people's digestive systems. But actually, what I've read and discovered is that it works as a kind of activator for live yeasts. So what I've got here, just for an example, is bread making yeast. So I'm going to put just a sample of that in. This is just if you haven't got any access to soluble live yeasts. So this is a way of activating your liquid food instantly. So you can use this as a bait dip, bait soak. If you're going to do that, I'd add far more Marmite, because at the moment this is very liquidy. I'd make it very, very dense with far more Marmite. But anyway, or soluble powdered yeast. But anyway, that is the starting point for winter. Just remember, if you are making something for the winter, just can take account of the fats and oils. Make sure that they are either winterized, adding emulsifiers, liquid or powder emulsifiers, or you avoid the fats and go for oils that are well proven in lower temperatures. And one which I have here, okay, we've got so this is actually it's a chili. So this is actually aged cayenne pepper extract in vinegar. And so I'm going to add a little bit of this, and this is going to diversify your bait. Believe me, this is really hot, so you don't need a lot, but it does make all the difference in bait. Impacts in the winter and summer for that matter. So there we go. That's it. Give it a really, really good thorough mixing. If you want to make it more concentrated, go ahead and do that with the Marmite. You can't overload it. Extremely soluble and brilliant summer or winter. If you want more information, which I'm sure you do, there's free articles, and then there's my e-course. If you want more in the way of one-to-one tuition, you can contact me through my site, which is BAITBIGFISH.com. Yeah, enjoy your experimenting tight lines, and I'll see you next time.